UFC 293. It was really a wild event. I don't know if it ever happened that a fighter in UFC fighting in his own home turf was booed by the fans, and a fighter coming in to fight the home champion was loved by all the fans as one of their own. At UFC 293, the fight, the matchup, the scenario, it was never supposed to happen. At the beginning of the year, if somebody would have said Sean Strickland will be the champion this year, nobody would have believed him. And it was so out of nowhere that even Sean Strickland wouldn't have believed himself. If it was not for Darcy Duplessis, Sean Strickland wouldn't have got a chance to fight for the championship belt this year. After UFC 290, when he earned the spot to challenge Israel Adesanya for the championship belt, UFC was more than willing to book the fight for UFC 293. But Darcy Duplessis denied, as he thought it was too early for him to fight for the championship belt against Israel Adesanya in 2 months after defeating Robert Whittaker. This situation messed up UFC's plan, and they tried to fix this situation, and they tried to book some other fights for UFC 293 main event, but they failed, and then they had only one option left: to book Sean Strickland versus Israel Adesanya at UFC 293 main event. But because UFC believed Sean versus Izzy was too much of a easy fight for Israel Adesanya, they didn't wanted to book it. But Cosmos had different plan. Cosmos didn't left any option for UFC, and they had to fix this matchup for UFC 293. This pay-per-view event, UFC 293, changed the life of Sean Strickland, as he got the support of the fan. Fans started to backing him up against Israel Adesanya. He started to destroy Israel Adesanya over microphone. The things he came up with was so entertaining for the fans, and the fans wanted to back him because of his character. The way he presented himself, the way he destroyed Israel Adesanya's character, that he respected him as a fighter, but Israel as a character was not good for fans, not good for UFC, and fans doesn't want a champion to be like Israel Adesanya. And fans started to believe him, fans started to back him, and Israel gave fans all the reasons to hate him. After Alex Pereira fight, when he started, I have been talking about this in my previous videos, that Israel Adesanya, after defeating Alex Pereira, he kind of consumed by some dark energy, that he showed his grudge against Alex Pereira's son. And when he came face to face to Darcy Duplessis, he started to bully him. He started to call him N-words. And it was totally a dark Israel Adesanya from inside, that Sean Strickland highlighted it, and fans started to react on that. And after destroying Israel Adesanya in the build-up and earning the fan base, he completely outclassed Israel Adesanya in the fight, as nobody defeated Israel Adesanya by 4-1 unanimous decision. It never happened. It was such a clean fight that even looking at the face, Israel Adesanya and Sean Strickland, it tells the story. Sean was so clean after the fight, as if he didn't fought anybody, and nobody would have believed this kind of outcome. But now the interesting thing, after defeating Israel Adesanya, now Sean is after UFC. He's destroying UFC. One more fun fact, UFC 292 and UFC 293. These two consecutive pay-per-view events were headlined by the challenger Sean Strickland and Sean O'Malley, both underdogs of the card. Nobody believed they could win this fight, let alone dominate the fight. Nobody believed. But we are now in Sean era. 2 underdogs, 2 pay-per-view events, 2 new champions, winning the fight, dominating the previous champions. And now, when nobody believed, when nobody thought of this, the betting odds were against these fighters. The predictors, the fans, nobody thought they could win this fight. They thought about it might be a close call, it might go otherwise against these fighters, but nobody believed they could win. And now here we are, both Sean's winning the fight in dominating fashions, and now it's up to UFC how they treat this champion. They brought the change in the division. for new fighters, new challenges, new matchups. They broke the shackle of dominating champions as they were going on a legendary run, and they kind of stopped them. So that's all. Hope these underdog stories, these fighters inspire you guys to defeat odds and give strength to you all in real life. So that's all. Show us some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Until we meet again, peace out.